Hello! Hello,
Hello!
everybody!
And how are you all?
Yes, I hope you're all well out there in good old YouTube land.
Uh, and if you are just joining us, hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon,
Bonjour.
wherever you are. Bonjour, yes.
Buongiorno. Mon petit pois.
So wherever you are in the world, hello to you. And we're beaming from the wonderful England, UK. It's part of SPTV. And here it's 8 o'clock in the evening. And we'd like to welcome all the existing people onto YouTube and also all the new people join us.
Yes, lovely, lovely. I just saw, I think I saw Mel B there. Is that one of the, is it Tell Me What You Want, What You Really, Really Want? It's probably not. And Holly Johnson as well. All the stars are coming out today.
It was because we were on a certain music channel before coming on here. So, hello, Hazel Harrison.
Hi, nice to see you. Nice to see you, Declan. Declan Mace, good evening to you.
Hello, Terry.
Lovely Terry. She is amazing. The work she does.
Hello, Maria.
Hello, Maria.
So, for those people joining us for the first time, the way that the show works is simple. We pose a question each week, and you answer our question, or there might be a question that you've always wanted to know spiritually yourself. And if that's chosen or an answer to ours, then that person gets our feedback of what the answer is, but also gets a reading as well. So that's how it works. We can't sort of go straight to have you got my mom, have you got my dad, have you got my granddad, or anything like that. We want to enlighten everybody, and we do that through the knowledge and upliftment of spiritual knowledge. So our question today is, Mr. Producer?
Well, we wanted to be quite uplifting today because I don't know about you guys, but there's been a bit of a kind of energy around a little bit. So we wanted to have something really positive, and we thought, how do you emotionally and spiritually uplift your spiritual self, or spiritually, or the spirituality of those around you? There's a lot of spirit in there, isn't there? Matt wrote that. Let's blame Matt.
Well, you can never have too. You can never have too much spirit. That's what.
No, you can't.
And you can never have too much upliftment.
Yeah, we don't bring that sort either.
So if you want to answer that, bring in some positivity onto the channel tonight, whether that's for yourself or uplifting those around you that you help, perhaps helping people, generosity, all different types of ways to do it. So we'll talk about it a bit later on.
Yeah, that's why we did this because we want to keep it all positive, and we want to help those that are not having such a good day, so they can read through the comments, or if they're sitting there watching, you guys can then give them lots of really positive things to go and do to help them get themselves through the stuff that's going on right now. I'm not saying the C word, I just want the stuff.
So hello, Declan again.
Can you repeat the question? So much spirit in there, Terry. Basically.
Okay, so Terry, the question is whether emotionally or spiritually, how do you lift yourself or those
others
around you?
Yes, boom. That's a little bit easier, wasn't it? Oh dear.
Hello, Tina.
Hi, Tina. Nice to see you. It's lovely to see all you today.
Hello,
Alison with a little shotgun.
The baseball bat.
Oh, and the lovely Maria. I had to sing that to you, Maria. I'm so sorry. Bless you. So I hope everybody's okay out there. It's been a bit grotty today, the weather. Has been the past few days, been a little bit nippy, so I hope you're all staying safe and warm and snuggly inside where you can.
So yes, whereabouts in the world are you all? So hello, Kelly McKeating.
Big love to you too, Kelly. Lovely, lovely people.
I'm glad I'm not behind that horse.
Terry. Terry says, I smile and say hello to people when I'm out walking the dog. A smile goes a long way. There's a saying, isn't there, Terry? It says something along the lines of, if you see someone without a smile, then give them one of yours. And I thought that was rather beautiful.
There's that old saying, isn't there? What is it? A smile a day keeps the doctor away. Is that not right?
No, it's an apple. But
Oh.
never mind.
Oh. Apple smile.
Apple style. It's the same thing.
Yes, but you know, it's all to do with teeth, isn't it?
It is. Should we go for Terry?
Yeah.
Let's just dive in and because Terry's done so much wonderful work.
Let's see how
anyway.
many messages we can get through.
Yeah, let's see if we can knock a few out, shall we, eh? Let's go for it. Okay, can we have some cards for Terry, please? Okie dokie.
I'm liking the butterflies. You've got butterflies. I don't know if you've ever noticed, Terry, but you've got butterflies all around your head.
Well, at least they're not birds. Remember the cartoons? When they knock themselves out, they get birds flying around their head.
Tom and Jerry.
It is. Okay.
You're in Manchester.
Right.
Made in Manchester. Boddingtons.
Manchester.
Holtsby.
You prefer Matt's version. Well, I take it you mean the when you say you prefer Matt's version, I take it you mean the question. It was all very spiritual, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yes, better than an apple. Who likes apples anyway? Right, okay. So Terry, the first card that you've got coming up here is a card talking about you feeling safe, my darling. This is certainly tells me that there is a lot of protection around you at the moment. I know that there is anxieties and worries there that are going on with you, but as I look at this card, there is so much protection around you that she's holding the sword of truth. So this tells me that you need to be staying true to yourself and being truthful with yourself. If anxiety is getting a little bit too much, which incidentally is very, very common at the moment, because, you know, let's be honest, it's a pretty anxious kind of time all round. I see in the background there's lots and lots of walls and stuff. This is all to protect you from behind, because I know that certain people in your life have perhaps in the past people in your past, shall we say, have not been that kind to you, and I want to say almost like you've been stabbed in the back. You're protected from all that sort of rotten rubbish. Okay, I also need to say to you, my darling, this, look, prosperity has come. Now it doesn't get better than that, because the universe is pouring all this abundance on you, whether it's it doesn't necessarily mean money, it could mean opportunities, it could mean all sorts of wonderful good stuff coming your way. So I feel like I just need to say to you, my darling, keep up that positivity, keep opening your arms, and believe and trust, because it's coming. It's coming. It's such a beautiful, beautiful card for this one. But I do want to say, my darling, is this a time for you to fly free and accept what is going on around you, rather than being worried about it for whatever's going on in your life. Believe that it's all going to work out. And when you feel that sometimes the anxiety gets the better of us, which it always does eventually to people, step yourself outside. Get outside somewhere, whether it's in the garden, whether it's flinging open the window and breathing in the fresh air, or if you can, actually get out. Feel the wind or the sun, hopefully, on your face, and just ground yourself and just allow yourself to help nature to heal you, because there's a new start for you here, and I feel like with yourself you've got to I'm a bit worried about what my husband's doing right now, and I apologize in advance because I know he's in one of those moods today, but I want to say to you, don't let your inner fears block what is coming. Fling them arms open and bring it on, my darling. You've got this.
Oh, there you go, Terry. Keep smiling. Right, moving on. So thank you very much for that, Terry.
Yes.
Keep smiling.
Leave Matt to his apple, eh? Well, it makes a change from chocolate, dear.
Oh, it does. It's quite healthy.
Yeah, that's why you're not going to eat it. Chocolate, if it was chocolate, you'd eat it.
Well, I don't know if it's a chocolate apple.
Mm.
Anyway, hello, Helen Fuller.
Hello, Sue Fuller. Lovely to
Helen
see
Fuller,
you,
hi,
my
it's Sue
darling.
How to confuse somebody.
Lovely to see you, Sue.
Nice to see you.
Hi, Shelley Hall.
Hi, Shelley.
Lovely to see you too. There's so many lovely people out
Hello,
there today.
Pamela.
And the lovely Pamela. Okay, this is your turn now. I try to focus on other things so my head stays clear, such as music and meditation. Actually, Pamela, I need to tell you, just before Matt sort of dives in and gives you a reading, we had a little boogie around the kitchen earlier on. Just before we come on, we were singing on to the old oldies, and you want to hear this one sing? I mean, you know, we both give it a go. We're not singers, but we do it anyway. So I would advise that for yourself. Have a good sing and blast the neighbours out with that lovely voice.
Yeah, all I'm going to say, have you noticed there's only 2 of us here now? Everyone else has gone. There was a party before. So
we got rid of them all with the dodgy voices.
So, Pamela, I'm very much aware of a grandfather figure. I'm very much aware of sort of similar hair colouring, but sort of quite long sideburns. I also feel very sort of out of breath and very, very tired. I feel with this gentleman, I was very much aware of what was going on right up until the end of my life. I also feel with this gentleman that I used my hands, but also used my mind. So I do feel there would have been engineering links with this gentleman. And I do also feel that you smell cigarette smoke when this gentleman's around the house. I also want to say with this gentleman, as he comes in closer, he feels more of a fatherly vibration now. He has a canny smile about him and high cheekbones. He has blue eyes. He's a man of distinction. He was a man of his word. If he said he was going to do something, he would do it. I noticed tattoos on his right arm. I also noticed with this gentleman that I struggled with my health for the latter part of my life, not just on the run up to my passing. I have pains in my back. I have pains within my chest areas, and I just generally feel that I had lots of aches and pains from working long hours and a long time in industry. I'm also hearing about asbestosis as well. And I'm also seeing family links to the Clyde and to shipbuilding. I feel like I'm riveting, but I also feel with the gentleman who's drawing close that I would have had arthritic conditions because it was almost sort of it affected through the riveting. I need to say there's so many people are coming around to give you support in a minute because it's been quite difficult for yourself. It's been difficult because there's been a lot going on for yourself. However, this isn't sort of emotional problems. This is more like feeling like there's so much change. It's difficult to understand at the moment. And as a result, what I need to say to you is go with the flow. Allow those changes to happen and don't be nervous because the rug needs to be pulled from underneath you so that you weren't just going on a path that you thought you were going on. And appreciate all of the changes that are happening with yourself and appreciate the true person you're now starting to be, which is yourself. Thank you for working with me.
Oh, and about time, Pamela. So Pamela, come on, my lovey, you know better than that. Go on, stick us on some feedback if you can. It would be really appreciated, my lovey. Okie dokie. So again, I just want to just tune in to you guys and say if you would like a card reading, all you have to do is either ask us a question or answer our question again, which is just basically is how do you look after yourself? What makes you feel good spiritually and emotionally? And how do you help others spiritually and emotionally? What sort of things do you do? It's about positivity today, guys. See if we can help each other, because that would be fan-dubby-dozy. Okay,
so any more hellos, please, Miss Producer?
Oh,
hello, Daniela.
Hello, Daniela. Nice to see you. Good evening to you, my lovey. Beautiful red hair. It's just Pamela says, I thought it was my puppy. He was a farmhand. Yes, he smoked. Yes, he had emphysema. Don't remember tattoos. Don't know about the shipyard. Okie dokie. Thank you, Pamela.
With the shipyard, can you look around an uncle on dad's side of the family, please?
Mm.
But definitely the role on the shipyard was to do with riveting. And like I said, would have had problems with the hands because of the vibrations of the rivets.
But that was an interesting job. It was riveting. Sorry, guys. Couldn't resist it. Love a dad joke. I'm always getting told off and eye rolls in our house because you've got to have a dad joke. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Please hold. No more people leave, please. Hello. Lovely to see you, Desiree. Oh, I so deeply love the rapport and love that you both have for each other. Do we? It smells a bit. Have an apple. So bless you. Oh dear. I'm also I pray every single day for others. Oh, Desiree, that's lovely. And spiritual links and music gets me through. Oh, how lovely. I am also uplifted by knowing that so many people are waking up to the truths and lies. Stand united with love is a must. How lovely. I think that deserves a card, Desiree, especially with all you sharing that love there like that. Okay. Okay, well, straight away, Desiree, I have picked up a absolutely beautiful card for you. I feel like you are you've been doing some manifestation there, Desiree, because I want to say, okay, right, this is the best card in the world. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying really hard. I love this card with an absolute passion because it means everything is going to work out beautifully for you. It is just such a magical card, and I know that you have been doing you've been setting intentions. I think you said something about that just a minute ago, possibly. You feel like you've been setting the intentions, you've been laying the ground as such to sow the seeds for awesomeness to come your way. I want to say to you, there's someone in your life that you've been questioning about whether this person is trustworthy, and I need to say yes, they are. Okay. This is a big magical card that's come forward, and it's about you having faith and keeping that beautiful heart open and trusting in the relationships and indeed your own intuition, because your intuition is very good. And there has been times, again, I want to say that you've doubted it or talked yourself out of it. I do also want to say, my lovely, you've got to keep the focused intention of what you want, because all this is starting to come. But just because it's starting to come doesn't mean to say it won't stop unless you keep focusing on what you want, focusing on what you need, not the stuff you don't want. Focusing on the desires and all the wonderful stuff that you're coming in. Keep throwing up that gratitude and saying thank you, because it's all coming forward for you now. But keep focused, because I just know that it's going to work out for you. And bless you, darling. I'm sure you have, Desiree. All right. And I want to say, just also, this is admit the truth accordingly to yourself. And I feel like I want to say there's perhaps some healing that needs to be done there somewhere for yourself that can sometimes block that truth coming forward. You do deserve to be happy, my darling. You do deserve all this wonderful stuff coming towards you. So bring it on is what I say, and keep that beautiful smile up and keep it coming forward, because you've got this, my darling.
Hallelujah, most definitely.
Absolutely. Oh, Pamela, I could never see you having bad manners. Bless you.
That would bust a blood vessel from bad manners.
Dear,
most definitely.
Oh, Sally Worker, it's nice to see your face, Sally. It's lovely. I'm just ignoring him. I keep ignoring him. He doesn't go away. Sally, it's beautiful to see your face at last. So that's lovely. Tina, this is one for you. Okay, I do a guided.
Bad manners. Thank you very much, Pamela.
I do a guided heart chakra meditation that encourages you to really smile, as in show teeth during meditation. He says, fake it till you make it. And if you don't feel happy enough to smile, it works. How lovely. I agree with that, Tina, because I do feel that there is an element, certainly with smiling. If you do fake it, you eventually will smile because someone's going to give you the biggest, beautiful smile back, and you're just going to feel that love, and it's going to be like bing, and you can't help yourself. So, yeah.
Yes, most definitely.
Come on then.
So,
do some work tonight.
Yes. I was just singing bad manners.
I know.
I was bringing people in. I was bringing them back after you got rid of them all before. So I just need to say to you that with the guided heart chakras, lovely meditations, you know, and very much needed with emotional and, you know, the nice balances. And we do quite a lot of those meditations ourselves, so much needed. But with yourself, Tina, I've got a lady who draws in. With her, I've got really serious pains in my stomach. I feel that I had a lot of pains in my stomach. I don't feel this is cancer, but when I get pains in my stomach, it's either a stomach condition or cancer. I also feel with this lady that I was rounded to the body. I feel that I'm a grandmother. I have the permed hair. I have a beautiful smile. I have a lovely way about myself, and I don't wear glasses. And I'm just, my eyes do all the talking. I just had such eyes that sort of magnified and lit up a room. I also want to say this lady had such a heart of gold, and she's referring to the heart chakra that you're going about there, that she had the heart of gold. And, you know, she very much touched the hearts of many, but she's also referring that you do the same. She says that you do a lot of things that go underneath the radar, lots of things that go unnoticed, and lots of things that people that you think that everybody does, but unfortunately not everybody does. And she wants to recognize you for everything you do. She says that obviously the COVID has been difficult, and this is your time for self-healing yourself and to dry up some of those tears. She's been around you quite a lot. I also need to say to you, I get pains in my neck. I keep doing this and turning around and sort of moving my neck and everything. I'm also getting lower back problems on the right hand side. And again, with this lady, I have stomach problems, but I also feel that there's stomach conditions with yourself as well. I keep seeing words that keep flashing up, so I do feel with yourself that you do keep seeing words more visually, but I feel these were in your mind. But I do feel that you've started to see things objectively outside of your mind's eye, and you can't. Things keep catching your eyes. In particular, in the kitchen, in the living room, you keep seeing little sparkles of blue, what we class as sort of like, imagine sort of like sparklers and that, which to me signifies angels. I need to say to you that the ages of 18, 25 and 36 were difficult times for you. However, you got through those, and whatever's happening with you at the moment, you will get through this. Be strong, keep strong, and this lady's forever around you. If I can leave that with you, thank you.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much for Tina for your question and everything. Kirsty, you look beautiful. Lovely to see you. Oh, Sue, you've always been my favourite person. Thank you, darling.
So you were my favourite person, but now you've said that. What about me?
You always look.
I thought it was Alan Fuller. We don't have fraud on here.
Desiree, we love you too. And in fact, I have to say we love all of you coming on, because you guys just cheer us up nowhere, and we're really looking forward to do this show tonight, and we look forward to seeing you guys, and you guys make this for us. Everybody tells us how they enjoy our company, but I want to say we enjoy your company. These messages and these things that you say just make us laugh, and they lighten us up. So thank you, all of you.
Oh, look at that. It's an emoji.
Okay.
So there you go. Thank you, Tina. You're welcome.
Right, Terry, you two make me smile. I love how your shows take the seriousness of questions, but with fun behind. Did you know what, Terry? Life is too short to be serious all the time, isn't it? Sue.
Thank you,
and
Sue.
You look good too, Matt.
You'll go fine as well, Sue. You might even have some healing. So thank you.
Sue is, she's a lovely, lovely lady. Lovely lady. Hazel Harrison, I like to meditate, either guided or listening to music. How beautiful, I think, Hazel. Lovely lady with a beautiful owl on your shoulder.
Yes, and if you tell us the name of the owl, you can have a reading, Hazel.
Don't be rotten. She can have a reading anyway.
She might know.
Don't mind him.
I reckon he's called Barney.
Okie dokie. It's a snowy owl.
No, it's a barn owl. It is. It's a barn owl.
There's an argument going on, people. Come on, join in.
It's a barn owl.
Mr. Producer
because
says.
Because a snow owl doesn't have brown on it.
Mr. Producer says snowy owl, and Matt says a barn owl.
And
what's
a snowy
it going to be?
Has little, almost like ink droplets on its skin, on the front of it.
Excuse me, sorry about that. Hazel, is there something you're not saying, please? I just got a real sort of a bit of a choke there come up, and I don't feel that was mine. I feel like there's something you need to speak out with, darling, and I don't know if that's whether it's your thoughts about you, or your thoughts about somebody else, or a situation that's going on, but I feel like you need to not hold on to those thoughts just for the sake of peace. I feel that you need to ask Spirit and say, give me the words. Hello, Sam Pert, nice to see you. Mr. P, can you kind of pop Hazel back? That's it, lovely, thank you. Okay, so Hazel, this is about again, trusting yourself and getting rid of those fears and pushing them aside and taking a big leap of faith. You've got some stuff going on around you at the moment that's really almost magical. I feel that, you've got a good connection both with animals and children, and I feel particularly children trust you, and it feels to me like that, if you wanted to go along those lines of connecting with children, they would get a lot of benefit from you, your wisdom, and the way that you are with them, because you make me feel like you're very nurturing. I also know that animals can sense, not just because you've got an owl sitting on your shoulder, I know that animals can sense that your, I want to say, purity and almost and kindness pouring out. You certainly are a healer. If you haven't gone down that road and you decide that you do want to, you're going to be able to smash it and help an awful lot of people. But I certainly know that you have that sort of beauty. I feel this is time now for you to start looking up, hold your head up high and start moving forward, because all the it's got positive expectations here for you. Okay, and this beautiful picture is very dark card, but if you look, she's looking up to the light, and all this light is shining on, so all that darkness and that rubbish that's happened in your life is in the past now. It's time for you to move forward fearlessly. Know the worst is behind you, my darling. Oh, and look at that. As I say, go forward fearlessly. Look at that. Go forward fearlessly. Okay. I feel like, if you want to call your angels in, ask for protection, just to give you that strength to help move forward. Another one I want to say to you, being as you like meditation, is I feel like I need to say to you, see your divine light inside your heart, and just allow that flame to grow and grow and grow and grow, imagining it just encompassing the whole of you and your aura. I'm being told you need to hear that for some reason. Okay, so I feel this sort of thing is going to blast any negativity away, and just, you've got this. There's so much wonderful stuff coming your way. Don't let that fear, bite you on the ankles and hold you back. Give it a kick and move forward. I had a stroke 12 months ago and my speech was affected. My darling, then you've got stuff to do there. I'm aware that you, look, again, I want to say, move forward fearlessly. You've got this. The worst is behind you. And this is all, I feel it's a new wonderful experience is coming your way. So open your heart, open your mind, and just allow all that to come in. You've got a lot to teach people and a lot of work to do, I feel, for spirit and for animals and children. We're very blessed that you're in this world, my darling. Just you remember that.
Very much. And I reckon that was a barn owl. And I reckon it was a male one. And the reason I say that is because you're always saying I'm a twit too.
Oh dear.
So,
hey, it's my job for the dad jokes. Whatever you take of Matt, could I please have some?
Most definitely, Pamela.
Pamela, yes, go for it. Bless.
Hello, Ruth Townsend.
Nice to see you, Ruth. Lovely to see you.
So, advice on connecting with guides?
Okay, so right, first of all, I want to say, don't get hung up on connecting with your guides, all right? A lot of people get really frustrated when you hear of worldwide mediums, like television mediums and things like David Kokora saying that he connects with Sam, his guide, and all that, which is wonderful and it's great and it works for him, but it's not essential, okay? Because spirit are quite happy knowing that they're there without having to know who they are, what they've done, and all that kind of stuff. They just want to work with you. Sorry, was Mr. Producer? Okay, you're right, Kirsty. Thank you. It's a snowy owl. Oh, burn!
No.
Mr. Producer just had to
get
that in.
Well, it doesn't look like a snow owl because they normally have little black dashes on a snow owl.
Right. Can we go back before this causes another row in my ear, please? For those of you that don't know, this one here is going like this end, and I've got one in here going like this end, about what sort of owl it is. So thank you for sorting that out.
If you're an ornithologist, please look it up again. I think you'll find it's a barn owl.
Okay, right. So anyway, going back to your guys, it's just relax and then let them come to you. Don't get all stressed about it. People say, oh, I've got this, American Native Indian working with me. Oh, I've got a monk working with me. I've got a nun working with me. And which they could well have. But bearing in mind, guys, there at least, there's an awful lot of guys working, 50 upwards. Okay, yeah, but you heard me right, 50. There are a loads of guys that come in and out of your lives working you for different ways, for different reasons, for different gifts that you have, different forms of mediumship, different, all sorts of guides. Okay, so try not to get hung up, just relax and allow them to come in.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anything that you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, you've said it all, really. I mean, we're guides, don't get too hung up on it. As guides say, they're just energy. If we want to give them names, if we want to see if they're North American Indians. A lot of guides are generally men. A lot of guides are generally those who were very spiritual or very well educated in their days. So they tend to be sort of Chinese scholars or African chiefs or Native American Indians because of their connection to spirit. But at the end of the day, it's just a person who's there to teach you and to guide you along your way. And
also, don't forget, you are a part of your guide as well. Now, this is a bit controversial, but there is a part of you that's down here, and there's a part of you that's in spirit. And that part of you that in spirit is helping you do your mediumship. So it's you. It's helping you do your healing or any other kind of work for spirit. There's that connection that you do have to yourself in a different part. So it's all about the whole thing. It's a massive chain. So Just relax.
So, Ruth, I'm very much aware of a grandmother who's with you. I want to put her about 4'11" in height, 4'12" maximum. I feel with her, she's got a similar face to yourself. She's got the lovely smile with yourself. She wouldn't have had glasses. As she comes in close and draws close to myself, I feel heart conditions with this lady. I also feel that prior to going over, I also had breathing problems. I also feel with this lady very, very tired and was ready to go. I had quite a youthful face, but I don't feel that I went young in life. I certainly feel like I've gone late 60s, early 70s. I also feel with this lady that I've got arthritic conditions around my hands. And I also feel with this lady that she was very housebound towards the end. I also feel with this lady that she was a fighter through and through, and she had to fight for what she believed to be right and what she needed to do all the way through her life. And she very much fought for her children. I feel towards the end her memory started to fade. That wasn't the condition that she went with, but her memory was difficult, that she was half the woman as a result of who she was. And I just need to say to everything with this lady as well now, she sends you so much happiness. She gives you memories of by the beach and like sand dunes and all of that type of thing. I also I've been taken down to Southampton, and I'm also with this lady. She's going on about Nelly, and not the elephant. She just said, but I need to give you Nelly, and on your left-hand side, she says that she's been coming in on your left-hand side, and you have been hearing in your ear, but you've also felt a warmth around the lower part of your ear and the side of your cheek. She just wants to know that that's her. Dad's also in spirit, and she's saying that he's there, but she just wants to come in as a person at the moment, just to say, keep going, you've got everything, and trust in you. I can leave that with yourself. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ruth, as well. Can I just say thank you, because I now have Nelly the elephant stuck in my head. Well, Trumpety Trump, Trump, Trump.
Why do you think I felt? I had Pamela, bad manners. Hey, all bad thing.
Bless you, Terry. You've got to go. Little one isn't settling tonight. Thank you again for the beautiful cards and message, Kirsty. Keep smiling, everyone. Take care. Thank you, and thank you to Terry for everything you do, my darling. For SPTV, we salute you, my darling. Go and give that little one a snuggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're just coming onto the show, or it's your first time, this is how the show works, is that we've posted a question, how do you uplift your spiritual self, or uplift spiritually the people around you? Or there may be a question that you wish to pose to us. And if either of those are chosen, then basically we will answer that question and then give that person a reading. So that's how this show works. And we're working from the UK tonight on SPTV. I'm Matt, and this is...
I'm Kirsty, and hello to Hayley. And don't worry about being late, my darling. Don't worry. You're here. That's the main thing. Okay, and good evening to Stella. Lovely to see you too.
Don't worry, Hayley. We didn't know that you were 40 minutes late. Don't worry about it. No, I'm joking. Hello,
Declan. Right, Declan. Declan says, I listen to music to uplift my mood. Declan, please tell me, Declan. Please tell me. Do you dance around the kitchen? Do you? Or do you dance around the front room? Come on, we need to know. This is really important. Do you give it a good old shake when no one's looking? Because I feel that's really important,
And if you do, and you hear laughter, then you know that your loved ones are close. No, seriously. You know that your loved ones are close because you can feel them. One of our strongest gifts is clairsentience, which is the feeling. So we will feel sort of like maybe cobwebs on the side of our face as if someone's brushing our hair. We may feel a coldness or a warmth around our shoulder area. We might just look over our shoulder and feel somebody's there and they're not. So these are all the sort of basic signs that people sort of say that they know their loved ones are there. Ask them to draw close your eyes, maybe put some of the music on that you're talking about. Obviously not Def Leppard or something like that, unless they were into that type of thing.
I was going to say, if they're into rocking it, rock it out, is what
exactly.
I say.
So something quite soothing. Close your eyes and ask whoever it is you want to come forward. And then I think just before you do your reading, they're giving the example of what you said the other day when you had family members.
No, that's
if
I've slept since then.
If this is you, touch my face.
Oh my goodness me, yes. Oh my goodness. I had the most awesome experience. I can't wait to tell you. Well, I was sat watching a service on Zoom, and I could feel my relatives and my loved ones in spirit coming close. And I thought, all right then, come on, let's see what we can do here. So my little girl's dad's in spirit, and my ex, he's in spirit, and so is my gran, and so is my dad. So what I did was, and usually those are the three that come through, although obviously I'm quite lucky I got lots more that come in. Anyway, I'm sat there and I thought, okay, right, if you're there, Kev, hold my hand. And my hand, I am not joking, it went really cold, like he was holding my hand. It was beautiful. And I thought, wow, this is really cool. Should we push our luck? Yeah, come on then, let's push our luck. So I said, right, come on, Gran, if you're there, can you tickle my head? Can you touch my hair? And I felt, I'm not kidding, somebody going like this on my head. And I thought, wow, this is really cool. Go on, let's try it one more time. Okay, and Matt was sat here, and bearing in mind, I could feel lots of cold this side where Kev was, my ex was, with, you know, my baby's dad, he was there. And I asked, it was very warm this side because Matt obviously was sat quite next to me, quite close to me. So I could feel the heat coming off him. And I said to my dad, I said, right, Dad, if you're there, can you make this side of me go really cold? I hadn't even finished saying it, and it went, whoo, and it went cold. How amazing is that? Just, you know, this is what you've got to do, guys. You've got to have trust and you've got to have faith and know that they are there. I have had this over and over again proved to me. I am absolutely 120 million% sure that they are around us when we need them. So please, and all the time indeed, so please ask them help. Okay, I see Declan says, of course I do. I have a good old dance. Declan, I salute you, sir. That's awesome. You've got to have a good, I have to say, we often hear Mr. Producer here having a good old sing-song in my ear. Yes, Declan, it was absolutely amazing. I'm so privileged and so lucky for that to have happened. I kind of wish I'd record. I just sat there and I was getting more and more excited like a little child, but it was amazing. And I know that I was meant to share that with you all just because you could have experiences like that too if you just ask, trust, believe, feel, and, you know, have the faith, and it don't have help. Anyway, right, I got distracted as always.
Doesn't take a lot.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I would have my hands to that. Right, okay, Declan, the first card that I have with you is Financial Flow. Now, this card talks about having plenty. And, okay, I need to say to you, there is plenty. All right, so if it's not quite here yet, it is coming. So keep the faith, keep bringing it forward. Don't let the anxieties just go. Let everything, you know, everything is going to work out for you. I feel like it's almost like opening up like a flower for you. I do know that you are a very sensitive young man. I know this because they're making me feel that, and I feel that sometimes sensitivity can be quite overwhelming because of the depth of your emotions and how huge your heart is and how deeply you feel. So I feel I need to say to you, try and go near bodies of water, whether that's, I don't know, whether that, I don't know who's here, but somebody just said a puddle, and I don't think that's very funny. I don't think they meant a puddle. Okay, I'm not doing mediumship tonight, but I want to say that was a man with a very funny sense of humour that said that, Declan. So I'm asking him to step back because I kind of want to just do the psychic stuff tonight. Anyway, go to bodies of water where, you know, things like waterfalls, rivers, sea, that kind of stuff. Just allow your I don't know, your body to connect with the water and let the energy just flow and kind of ground you and keep you grounded, because it's really, really important that these emotions that you feel are not tamed, but you're able to handle them, because I'm aware of how huge and deeply you feel, because it is a gift. But sometimes it's very difficult to you know, to not become overwhelmed. I want to say to you, there's a decision around you, my darling, at the moment, and Archangel Michael's coming straight in with these beautiful cards, and he's saying, you know, this is about you staying strong and relaxed. It's taking your time, making sure that you know that you're making the right decision, you know, having the faith that you're doing that. I feel sometimes you can rush into things a little bit there, and I feel like I need to say to you, take a deep breath. If you want black and white it, what I mean by that is write it down. The positives, the negatives, write it down, see what it is in black and white in front of you, and make your decision from that. Because I want to say, if all else fails, step back from this, because I feel sometimes it was just round and round and round your head till you're so confused. It's like a washing machine going on spin inside there, isn't it? And I want to say, sometimes you just need to allow things to naturally unfold. All right. And the last thing I need to say is, this is a new start for you. Trust your instincts. Your instincts are amazing, but only when you listen to them, because they've let you down before because you didn't listen to them. Would you understand that, my darling? Okay. And last but not least, take that leap of faith, because you've got this. Everything, again, is all going to be okay. How wonderful these readings are tonight. So positive. Thank you so much, Declan. And I've just got lovely, you know, you can have a wiggle in the kitchen. Next time you have a wiggle in the kitchen, have a wiggle for me and Matt as well. And know that we're probably going to be doing the same, having a little boogie like nobody's watching.
Okay, thank you for that, Declan. Hello, Marcus.
Hello, Marcus. Nice to see you. Oh, it's a very cute pie you're holding on. Ah.
That happened to me.
Okay,
oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, Alison Barton said, fantastic. That happened to my mum once in Spiritus Church years ago. Excellent. Excellent. You see, it does. It's not. There's nothing special about me. You know, I'm just telling you what these sort of things that can happen to you if you ask.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Sam say?
Sam says, spirit never cease to amaze. I'm always humble to work for spirit.
Oh, Sam.
Most definitely, Sam.
Absolutely. They continuously blow me away, quite frankly. And I just I'm like a little child. I get so excited and now they allow to do these things for me, and it doesn't matter if they do it for everybody else or not, because they do it for me, and I just get really excited and feel very privileged that they can do that, which is why I believe in so much that you know, anybody can do this, because again, I'm just little old me. There's so many people out there that can do this too. Give it a try. Ask.
Mm-hmm, most definitely.
Hello, cool games for you. There's a very who's that picture on that?
It's out of the age. What's it called? The
Avengers.
End of the
Thanos. Is it Thanos?
Thanos, yeah.
Yes, Thanos. A very cool picture. You've
it's the end of game. Yes. Infinity Game.
Infinity Game, yeah.
Infinity War. Infinity War. That was.
We got there in the end.
Yeah. So it's the old
Another
age.
love of mine,
Well,
believe
Thanos
it or not.
It was, yeah, because he's got the rings and the different.
Yes, he has. He's got the jewels inside them, hasn't he? Okay. Have you any ideas of how my son can change his luck, please?
Well, obviously, we are not going to do any predictions or fortune telling because that's not what it's about. But for changing his look, it's about changing mindset and changing one's thinking. And sometimes it's very easy when we're in a certain way of thinking or a certain mood for us to get stuck in a certain way. And it's about changing that mindset and having a more positive mindset is where I'm being drawn to. I need to say that there has been changes that he's already started to do, Sue. However, there are still changes to be done, and I do feel this is around sort of learning and studying, as in a change of direction career-wise also. I also need to say that Alan, sorry, I just feel has a good connection with him, and I just feel the pair of them just need to sit down and just connect with one another. And I need to say building bridges. Now, I feel that I'm getting this not from your side of the family, from Alan's side of the family, and I do feel I'm getting this from a fatherly figure in spirit. I do feel with this gentleman that I've got a heart condition. I feel that all the parts of my body are shutting down, so I do feel that everything started to happen really quick, but it was his heart that failed. I also feel that he didn't get to say goodbye to this gentleman, and this gentleman's just saying, be strong. Sometimes he's taken to the picture, sometimes it feels like, you know, everything's in a mess. You just feel that you've got to jump in and take a pot of luck and sort of hope for the best. However, he's going to come out swimming, and the tide is turning and turning for the better. Okay, and if I can leave that with you, Sue, thank you.
Yeah, and just on the end of that, Sue, I just want to say gratitude, my darling. Get him to be thankful of every little thing before he wakes up. When he wakes up in the morning, you know, he's got beautiful children to be thankful for. He's got a roof over his head, a lovely warm bed, you know, this sort of stuff. So, you know, there's so much that he can be grateful for, because once you start putting that positivity out in the energy, that positive energy out in the universe, the minute you kind of open your eyes before your feet have even touched the ground, it's almost like you're setting the intention for the day. So, you know, again, I want to say you probably know that already, Sue, but it's just nice sometimes to be reminded. So do please sort of, you know, pass that on if you can, my lovey. Okay. Thank you, Sue, my darling. It's so lovely to see you. Okay. Have we got any more then, Mr. Producer? I think he's having a little bit of a nap there for a minute. Yeah, okay, sound a bit sleepy, Mr. Producer.
So for those people who are still with us, please share, tag, and all of the other things that to keep this channel going and to ensure that everyone has the ability to have free readings, to have knowledge, to contribute to the channel. So if you can share, tag, and all that, not just this show, but other shows as well, we very much appreciate it. And just be aware that there's many shows on SPTV that's worth tuning to, and a little bit later we'll talk about some of those.
Okay, so we're going to do a few adverts now. Just pop on, we're still here, so don't go anywhere. We've got a crystals special. Yay! I love the crystals, understanding crystals and what they are used for, plus live readings with Shirley Donahue and a guest as well. So there's another bog off offer, 2 for 1, because you buy one, you get one free.
And that's tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yay!
And the lovely Gillian Norma show, and that's tomorrow at 8, and that's all around psychic art and use of colour and feathers. So if you've never seen these guys, they're worth seeing. Wonderful artwork that people can sort of say, yes, I totally know who that is, and they've got a lovely way about them as well. So
and beautiful accents as well. They're Scottish.
Good Scottish accents.
Beautiful accents. Okay, and we have the lovely Ricky and Tyler readings with a sparkle, and these two guys really are little sparkles. They are delightful. So join Ricky and Tyler from the Divine Sparkles for the new fortnightly show, because these guys are from America, and they're offering free readings from tomorrow at 10:30. So pop on and see them then, because they're definitely worth a look. They're great.
And that's 10:30 UK time. An advance notice, our own Polly Harnett and Leah Chubb are both doing a trans demonstration. If you are one of the VIPs, you get this for £8 via the Zoom to see the actual trans demonstration taking place. If you're not, then it's £10.
Still a bargain.
And if you're an Angel member, it's £5. So lots of advantages there. And if you've never seen a trans demonstration or seen Polly and Leah, then please come on and join that. And that's on the 6th of December, so a 2-week Sunday.
From 7:30 p.m. So pop on, guys, and check it out, because it's definitely worth it. Okay, so it looks like our question's up. How do you emotionally and spiritually look after yourself and others? That's the question for today. So that would be one of the reasons that you could get a reading, because your answer may get chosen, or indeed if you ask us a question, and that's how you get a reading today. And Sue Fuller, my darling, mwah, you are very welcome, sweetheart.
Okay, so that's I saw what you would call spirit leave my chest area. My partner saw it also. I'd love to know why I saw it, why it was moving away or through me. Do you want me to start that, or do you want
I think you're itching to, so go for it.
I'm not itching. I'm just going to do it. So you would have seen. I'm assuming this is at night time, because you would have possibly seen your spiritual self lifting out of your physical body. So I'm assuming this is when you are in bed, because this would have been the time that this would have happened. And it's where you will go and you will astral travel. So you'll go to many different places where you'll do healing, and you will meet with loved ones and everything else. So when we are in a relaxed state, and we then get to the point of where we connect easily to our loved ones, which is why a lot of people report that they see loved ones in their dreams and that. So that's what I'm assuming from what you're telling me. The other thing is, we're very much connected to the heart, and the heart is where everything sort of spiritually meets, and where the connection between the physical and the spiritual. So that's why you'd have seen it in the chest area near the heart.
And also, you don't actually say, Stella, what it looked like. You put what it would you would call. It was at night. It didn't have a form. We were in the car. Okay, so if it didn't have a form, okay, so that could have been an orb as well, because orbs are spirit, a spirit manifestation, and as you know, most of you guys know, spirit work with the love, so it would be totally natural for it to connect with your heart. But that sounds an absolutely amazing experience. How lucky are you, Stella? Just to show spirit are loving you that much, that to come around you. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, if it didn't have a form, sort of as Kirsty was saying, it could be that, and it sort of, again, going to your heart area, and it could be there to work with you to sort of heal emotional wounds, and it could also be just there to connect a loving feeling that was needed at that moment in time.
But more importantly, Stella, I think the bigger question would be is, what do you feel it was? Who do you feel it was? Because you probably have a better idea than anybody.
Yeah, and the final thing to say is basically that it's nothing to be scared of. It's just an extension of the spiritual you.
A beautiful experience.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
It is.
That come round quick.
Yeah. That's why I looked at you.
Sorry, excuse me.
So I've got to keep on the ball, Stella.
Can we have some cards for Stella, please? Okie dokie. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a tickle here. Stella, I want to say, would you understand you are also holding back, please, my lovey? Because I feel like there's something that you're not saying. You don't want to say it again because maybe you're too anxious to say it. Maybe you're worried about somebody's reaction, but I literally felt like I was going to choke then for a minute. So I know that as I looked at your picture and your name, that's kind of what come forward with that. So can you just make sure that you do speak your truth, my darling, and whatever that is, just allow yourself to say it. And if you think you're going to say something that's going to upset someone, ask Spirit to help you with the words, and you will trust. And if you trust what you're being given, you will say it in a way that won't upset anybody. And if they do, they'll come round because it's definitely needed to be said. Okay. I want to say this is. I feel like there's something going on around you at the moment where I need to say again, I want positive expectations with you. I need you to stay positive, all right? I know things haven't been easy for you. I feel it's almost like there's some chains around your ankles that have held you back. I feel that, it's almost like it's rained and rained and rained and rained on you, my lovey, hasn't it? But it's time now to just push that to one side and just keep looking up to that sun. That sun's coming in. It's moving forward for you. It's bringing in all that positive energy. The light is there. So allow yourself to receive. Open your heart. Open your arms. Allow yourself to bring in all this wonderful abundance that's coming, because there's an element of you that maybe you think that you're not worthy or you don't deserve it or it never happened to you. Get rid of all those thoughts because they are blocking what is coming forward. You are worthy. You do deserve to be happy. You do have all this fantastic stuff coming towards you. Once you allow yourself to receive, because you are also a giver, aren't you? You will give to other people, even if it's to the detriment of yourself. So I want to say to you, as I'm looking at this card, give back to yourself. What is it that you like to do? Do that. I say this every time because it's one of my favourite things. Up to your neck in a bubble bath. Okay, bubble baths and candles. I love that. It's beautiful. Soft music, love it. But do what you feel that you need to do. Just give back. Fill yourself back up again with your, fill your cup, your proverbial cup back up again, and just allow yourself to give to you. But this way, this will also help others want to give to you because they desperately want to help you. There's people around you, but you're one of these ones that are very independent and you like to do it yourself. Okay, so let that go. All right, let go of any fear attached to that. Let go of any fear of inadequacies or anything negative coming towards you, or let go of anything ego-based, I think toxic or heavy, sort of heavy thoughts, heavy energy. Let go of it all because it's all good stuff coming towards you. And I know you're a creature of habit, as we all are in some ways. Please just understand what you've had in the past isn't what necessarily is going to come forward. I don't want you to manifest the rubbish that's coming from your past. I want you to keep manifesting that beautiful awesomeness coming towards you. And last but not least, I do feel this is about planning for the long term. All right. You've got the things that you have done or put in place from your past is start to come to fruition now. Be patient, decide what it is that you want to do, and then aim for it. Bring it forward. It's all going to be all right, my darling, so just allow it to happen.
Thank you, Stella.
And Stella, you've got this. You are so much more, you are courageous. You're so more courageous. Look at what you've gone through. You are a superhero, my lovey. An absolute superhero.
Okay, any more hellos or any more questions? Hello, Tyler Falk.
Hey, Tyler Falk. Lovely to see you.
So hello, Tyler.
Yes.
And this is the gentleman whose show will be on tomorrow at 10:30 that we've just been talking about.
Again, lovely people. Oh, nice to see you, Tyler. Thanks for popping on, my lovey.
Yes, thank you. Julie Caswell puts, I have a thermal image thermometer in
cool.
circle. One member felt spirit hold their hand. We could see on the image of one hand was a couple of degrees hotter. Ask spirit to change hands and the temperature of hand swapped.
That is amazing. I love it. Julie, that is really cool. You know, especially, I mean, did you record it? Because that's great evidence. You know, I just think, see, you know, see, people, it can be done. You've got to keep. This is about building up your trust and confidence in spirit and allowing spirit to show you that they are there and trusting them. I mean, if Julie's not given, you're very welcome, Stella, my darling. Mwah. If what the reading, Julie, what Julie's just said, if that is not great evidence, then I don't know what is. This is just about you believing and continuing to believe. This is why you must ask them for these things and get them to show it, so you know absolutely 110% and 20%, you know that they are there. Okay.
Very much so, and you know, as we said last week, you know, science is really important. The scientific sort of proof and evidence, undoubtedly, the phenomena that spirit can give us. So this isn't about sort of chance and saying, "Come on, throw a stone," or provoking them. This is about sort of, you know, gently sort of saying, you know, I want to know that you're around. Can you just give me a little bit of proof? And you know, Julie did a wonderful example of that, and you know, there's many other tools like spirit boxes and other things that, you know, a lot of investigators use as well. So thank you for that, Julie. Okay, with Julie, very quickly, I'm very much aware of a father figure. I probably want to put him 5'9", 5'10", in height, very slim to the body. I feel very articulate. I feel very knowledgeable. I feel he's around you quite a lot. I feel that your dad has inspired you educationally. I feel that there's teachings there. I also are non-spiritual as well. So I do feel that there is a teacher outside of being a spiritual teacher. I also feel that you know, there's this push to constantly do well and for the need to almost gain perfection. And I just need to say to you, from this gentleman, there's no such thing as perfection, and to say to you that not to be so hard on yourself, love yourself for who you are, be the person that you've always wanted to be, and the person that you've got such a big heart, you give so much to so many people, and even though you don't take the praise that's given to you from those around you, take the love and the appreciation and the growth that they've given you, particularly in the last 5 years. And I need to say to you, Julie, the person that you are now is not the person you were 7 years ago. If I can leave that with yourself, thank you for working.
And thank you so much for writing that, Julie, because I love it when people come up with absolutely really strong evidence that spirit is around. And you know, the fact that you've got a thermal image thermometer and it's telling you the degrees difference when the hands have been changed, the evidence doesn't get better than that. You know, what the skeptics of the world can't argue with that because it happened. So thank you. I love it. Bring it on, guys. If you've got some more evidence like that, that would be wonderful. Beautiful, Jada. Hello to you too. That's a lovely picture.
Hello, Jenny Doherty.
Jenny Doherty, hello you. Lovely medium. This medium. Oh, Mr. Producer says hi. Richard says hi, Jenny. This lady here, Jenny Doherty, is an amazing medium. She's fabulous. The way she talks to you, she's fun. She's the way she talks with spirit. Oh, she's just amazing. And look her up, guys. If you want a decent reading, I had a fabulous reading on a Zoom service, and she was amazing, and I thought she was awesome. I loved her. So guys, look her up if you want a good reading. Okay. Okay.
So Tina says, my dog got on my bed last night when I was meditating. He was dreaming and making high-pitched whimpering noises. My inner vision lit up like a lightning storm. What do you think that was, please? Well, obviously, dogs, like cats and other animals like that, very much aware of extrasensory perception, ESP. And the thing is, people say to us, well, why do dogs and cats pick up on things and we don't? And it's simple, because they're very much trust. They don't analyze things like we do. As well as that, they're aware of energies that are moving around. So you were picking up on the same energy that your dog was, and the energies around, because obviously energy never dies and energy continues, and it's energy that we feel.
But also, don't forget that your dog will tune into your energy, and you will, whether consciously or subconsciously, tune into their energy as well. So your dog. There's no coincidence your dog is with you. You are meant to be with that dog, and the connection between the pair of you two will be very strong. I mean, you hear so many stories of people's dogs knowing half an hour before they're due to come home, and it is, even if they stagger the times they got home, the dog still knows and goes rushing up to the windowsill and waits, wagging its tail or something. So that the fact that connection is really strong far away, when you're right next to each other, it's going to be even stronger, isn't it? So particularly if you are meditating, because your energies will lift up naturally higher, and it's going to be easier for you to tune into each other. So how lovely.
And the final thing, I've just been told that your dog is a healing dog anyway.
Oh.
So thank you for that, Tina. So Jim Caswell said, my dad is my gatekeeper. We work well together. Thank you for your message. You're welcome, Julie.
Oh, bless you, Julie. Oh, Sally Worker always makes me chuckle when people say, oh, I don't believe in all that. Do you know what, Sally? I would love for people that say that, don't believe in all that, to come and see some of the evidence, the amazing evidence that people have, and then talk their way out of it, because I am naturally a skeptic. If I find something that I'm a bit not really sure of, I'm quite happy to say I'm not sure of it. But my belief in spirit is so strong because they've proven it over and over again to me. And if you really, really want to be that skeptical, spirit will prove it to you. So absolutely, it makes me chuckle too, my darling.
And it's good to be skeptical, but a lot of these people who say that basically have never been in a spiritual church or have spiritual experiences themselves, or they are quite cynical. They had experience and they've switched off from it. But yeah, very much it's good to be cynical. It's good to not have a belief. If you look at a lot of the pioneers of the days, a lot of those were very cynical and thought it was a lot, a load of rubbish. There was nothing to it. And look at some of the, evidence that they were getting and some of the things that they did.
But to be fair, spirit science is catching up, slowly be it all. And, we're at the moment very lucky to be helping some studies at is it King's College in London. And a lovely, lovely lady approached us, and she's doing some research on how mediumship work. And what we need is more people like her going out from a scientific background and doing studies on the likes of mediums generally, and getting all the data together and actually seeing this is the truth. She's looking at, hopefully in the new year, to do some to sort of plug me into sort of get my brain waves tested and to put me into one of those MRIs and see if they can see any differences. So it's all really, really exciting stuff, and we need loads more people to from a scientific background to actually start getting some proof to do that. So yeah, great.
So hello, imperfect shorty.
Imperfect shorty. Are you? I bet you are.
Pam, for about your cat.
I bet you are perfectly imperfect, shorty. Rhonda, I do think it does frighten some people. I agree, because a lot of people, if they can't see it, that's what worries, and I got to be honest, I don't think horror films help. I'm a big chicken. I don't watch them because I'm in there running with that person when they're being chased by this, that, and the other. So I don't watch with them. Apparently, what was the study? What did that study say about me? They did some hypnotherapy on me, didn't they? In that study, what was the results of it?
Highly suggestible.
I don't know kind of what that means, but it obviously means that I'm in there. My imagination is awesome, and I'm in there running with them. So, yeah, too many horror people watch too many horror films. Too many. Okay,
so have we got any more questions or sort of hellos? Come on, guys, let's see if you've got any more questions that we can have so that we can have those. And if you want to come and say hello, then that would be wonderful.
Yes, yes, please do.
Please tag, please share, and keep the people coming in.
Okay, I know. I just tell them proof I've had from my son. They walk away looking very pensive, said Sally. Yes, I have to say it's. I think a lot of people need to have it there, don't they, in front of them. I know I certainly did, and I just think, you've obviously, Sally, have had that proof over and over again, and I'm really sort of pleased for you. Should we give Sally a card? Let's give Sally a card. So. Sally, you're doing a lot of comments in there, and we really, really appreciate you guys joining in. So, lovely, Sally. Can we have a card for Sally, please?
While waiting for that, also aware of a young gentleman who draws in close and is rocking and is holding his head, and he just wants you to know that he's all right.
Did you want to carry on?
No, I was just giving that little bit.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, right. I want to say, Sally, there's a situation around you that you have to stand your ground, because look, that card comes up for you. This tells me that you have got to know your truth. You've got to believe in yourself enough to say, you know what, actually, thank you, but you're wrong. All right. I feel like you've stepped back too many times just to keep the peace. And it's now time for you to say, you're not running railroad over me. You're not going to wash away my feelings. I have as much right to have an opinion as anybody else has. And if you think it's wrong, you tell them it's wrong, and don't allow anyone else to tell you any different. I also want to say, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. This is a beautiful card. It talks of love and having having almost, again, I want to say it's very magical. If you look at it, it's very, very beautiful, very pretty, lots of pinks and purples, and it's a beautiful color card. This is also about you in the past. I want to say, you've played it safe, and I feel there's been some regrets from that. Now I feel it's the time to say, you know what, go for it. What is it that you want to do? Think about it, go for it, and do it. All right. I do also think there's something that you're not making a commitment to. I don't know if it's. I feel like I need to say to Hello again. Hello, hello. I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. The computer said no for a moment, which is a little bit cheeky. Sally, I hope you're still there, my lovey, because I want to say to you, my darling, I'm just going to dive in quickly, just in case we get any more harassment from the computer. I need to say to you, this is it. Think about why this commitment isn't coming forward for you. I feel like you've got to commit to myself, to my life, and my divine purpose is what I need to say. Please, this is about you having the courage to do what you believe in, what you feel is right, what you believe in yourself. Trust and know that your time is now for whatever it is that you feel that you need to happen. I mean, look at this card. There's something going on with this at the moment with you. I also need to say to you, body movement, my darling. I feel like you're getting a bit stiff, or there's problems. I certainly want to say, blast away your mood. And again, do what Declan, I don't know if Declan's still there, but what Declan, what we were doing earlier, having a little wiggle and dance in the kitchen, or in the front room when the music's going, because I feel like this is going to help bring in a positive mood, and it makes you feel like you can do anything. I also know, Sally, that you're connected very strongly with the moon, so be aware of its waxing and wanings and how that's wonderful, darling. Thank you. And be aware of how it affects you. It's definitely dancing. I feel like I want to put a smile on your face and blast away all the rubbish, and have a dance and just absolutely go for it. But most important, raise your standards. You are worth so much more than whatever it is that's going on around yourself, and you're allowing. You're better than that. You're bigger than that. You deserve better. So Sally, go for it. And stand tall, hold your head up high, and go and shake your booty.
I just need to say, Sally, gentleman here would have taken his life, and wasn't very old. And he comes in, he's shown me a note that was left, and he's wanting to take that note away and bring you a note of happiness, and he's just putting a big heart in the middle of that letter for you to send so much love. And he's saying it's wonderful to see the beautiful person that my mum is. And I just need to say that to you. And I also need to say that I feel that there's a mum in spirit around yourself as well. So that lady wants to be acknowledged as well, and exactly the same as yourself facially.
Wonderful. You have the power to change, Sally. You have the power to shake off all the procrastination and any other negativity that's around you. Get up, get shaking yourself out, and have a good old boogie, and just know that there's so much better things for you. You can do this. Okay. Okie dokie.